Good morning, and welcome to bright, sunshiny Winnipeg. We did have a little bit of a sunrise this morning. At least we could see it come up over the berm again, but no bird. Anyway, I sent off an email yesterday to the hobby store just to remind them that I'm still interested in the Yamato, and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's sort of roll back and see how it is we got to this place. Now, you probably can't see it, but there's a little photo etched ladder laying on the side of the part there. We're going to try and glue that down later, but let's roll back and see how we got there. Okay, you will recall that I had accidentally put the wrong gusset on. That sort of set us back. And I did switch it around. I got it on. Also, I put the ones on the other side. You might call the mirror image ones because they're just complete opposite. But the only difference is I did get it right the first time. Also, just inside here, you can probably hardly see it. I'm going to put the macro lens on, and then you'll be able to see better. Okay, I don't think that the CA is completely set up here, so I don't want to be poking around too much, but it's these two right here that I just put on. And yeah, so now all 8 gussets are on. And do you remember I was talking about a little scratch that I didn't know what it was? Well, I figured out what that little scratch is. That is supposed to be there. That's got to let us know where to attach the top of the ladder that we're going to put on next. Okay, our little ladder here, B15, it has to be bent so that it doesn't actually adhere directly to the side of the part here. And yeah, we'll be able to use Andy's bender for that. Let's recompose here. Okay, I think we're going to have to turn this over. Although maybe not. I'm just trying to look here. Am I seeing the folding lines? Oh, there. Now you can really see them. Okay. Here you can see a folding line right here, and a folding line up here. Okay, that's where we're going to try and bend. And I think the best way is to just get the bottom of the ladder underneath here. Now I have to remember not to squeeze too tight. Oops. I didn't have it under far enough. There we go. I think that'll stay there. Now when we fold it up, straight up and down, it'll be 90-degree bend. Once again, let's put on the macro lens. I was thinking I should have putting on the macro lens music. Some sort of wild drums or something. Okay. Now, unless I have pushed this too far underneath, this should bend right at the lines. And it did. Okay, now we're gonna want to take it out of there. Now if I look straight down, I know that there's a way you could stick a razor blade, in the crack, like this, and then you could bring the blade up to where it touches the nose of the breaker bar. But I actually like to be able to see it. Okay, I'm basically looking straight down now, and I'm just seeing the line there. I think I'm going to catch it. I think that's going to be good. I might have squeezed it a little bit too hard. Alright, now the idea is I'm going to try and turn this over here. There, like that. Now that's the way it's supposed to go up against the side of that part that we're making for the that little conning tower type thing. Yeah, I think that's alright. Maybe I could have bent it just a little bit more, but I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna. I think I pretty much got it here. Okay, enough poking. Okay, that's almost a perfect fit, isn't it? Or is the... No, it's not. I'm going to have to bend the ones in on the bottom just a little bit. Either that or have it... Let's be careful with my tweezers here, because I'll... Even when I release them, if I'm not... Oh, come on. Okay, I might have to have it just a little bit above that line, otherwise the ones on the bottom are going to fall off the ledge here. See? Either that or bend them in just a little bit more, maybe. That might be the answer. I'm just going to do that off camera. Oh, maybe I should use different tweezers. Kids are having a good time, if nothing else. Where's my other tweezers here? Well, now I've got them stuck on there. See, I'm trying to do a dry run here before I stick the glue down. Okay, we'll put it there. Now we'll just sort of shove it into place, okay? Try and get the top locked in there. And then shove the... They are so sharp that they are catching on every little crack that's in the plastic. They're catching on. I just can't get it. Okay, that's about it. That's about it. I think if I was to, yeah, that's gonna work. I'm gonna glue it like that. But I don't think it'll be this evening. I think it'll be tomorrow morning. So we'll see you in the morning. Well, it is morning, and you may have noticed it too when we were looking really close up there a few seconds ago, that this bottom part of the railing, or I mean the ladder, is when I would put this part down onto the deck of the superstructure, this part of the ladder is probably going to be bumping on the deck, and I can imagine that it could easily be, broken off. So I think the thing to do, even though it may not be, correct, is have the ladder up about 0.5 millimeter, and yes, this upper portion here is not going to be in the slot, but that's all right. We're not going to notice that. I think there'll be a lot less chance of accidentally catching the bottom of the ladder when I'm manipulating it around on the deck. That's my thinking right now. So I'm just going to glue it pretty much the way you see it there right now. I'm just trying to bring this top portion of the ladder a little bit closer this way. Okay, I'm looking more or less straight down on it now. And it appears to be straight up and down, even though it's laying on its side. Now, what I want to try and do here is just adhere the top part of the ladder. I'm just going to let it drop down. It does not seem to want to be coming off. Okay, here's another plan. Sorry if I'm getting my hands in your way there. I'm not looking at the monitor. This is not working out like I planned either. This the idea of the tape is so that this ladder is not going to be moving when I'm trying to get the whoops. I'd like to get the whole thing a little closer to this corner here. Yet on the other hand, it might be safer if it was in a bit. Well, that might be all right. I'm looking straight down on it now. It could maybe be a little bit lower. No, not too low. No, I pushed it too high. Well, let's quit fussing with it. In all likelihood, the ladder's going to be out of sight anyway. Why does this not want to come off? Oh, there. 30 seconds has passed here. Well, look at this, look at the fumes coming off of that. Okay, probably about 5 minutes has passed here now. Does that look like it's... No, it's still liquidy. This is one of Tennessee Jim's mini Q-tips here. And actually that worked quite well for picking up the excess there, didn't it? So between Gabe and Tennessee Jim, we're getting this thing glued down. Alright, now today is grocery day, and I'm going to be giving my neighbor a hand with the groceries again today, so I'm going to be taking a bit of a break here. And maybe when we get back, that glue will be solidified. Okay, here's what's happened. Been to the grocery store, got the groceries. And yeah, but I got an email from the hobby store. And if I think of it, I'll drop word for word what the reply was. But it sounds like at least this hobby store can't get it. At least that's the impression I'm getting right now. It could be that in time they will be able to. So I phoned another place here in Winnipeg. Now we're talking about the Yamato now, right? And they checked and they phoned me back, and unless I misunderstood, it's not even here in North America yet. No, or do any of my North American friends actually have this? I know it's available in Australia, because Peter at Oscale Modeling, he's got his. And I think some of the European people have them. Was it the Glow to Be or something over there out of Germany? They're selling it. It is on eBay, but is it eBay out of North America, or who knows where it's coming from? Now, I guess it doesn't really matter, and I'm not in a huge hurry for this thing. I mean, I'm only about halfway through the Rodney here, and just over there, you can't see it, but I can, is the Iowa. You know, so it's not like I gotta have it, or this whole model ship building grinds to a halt. You know. Let's just get on here, and we'll forget about the Yamato for a little while until things get settled down here in North America. I don't know. Maybe we might even be getting boycotted for all I know. I don't know. But as I mentioned earlier, if anybody in North America has got theirs from a North American supplier, if you could let me know. In the meantime, let's just take our masking tape off here and see if our ladder's going to stay in place. Okay, now the ladder is being pushed down, so it's kind of, bowed like this, you might say. But I don't think that when we take this masking tape off, that's going to make much of a difference. Well, I think it's probably going to look all right once it's painted. Okay, I think the safest way to store this thing is upside down like this. That way, none of the photo etch is actually touching anything. Yeah, I will just keep this in a nice safe place until we actually need it. Uh-oh. Just kidding. I want to be sure and keep this at the right orientation because it can obviously be glued on the wrong way. One of the viewers said that he will never use the extra thin quick setting unless he's got the plastic parts already touching together. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just do that right now. Okay. Now that should meld together really well. I'm just going to turn it here so I can look more or less straight down on it, so that way I can make sure that it's, you know, looking straight. I think it's going to be alright. Okay folks, you know what? We're going to continue on later this afternoon probably, all being well, and it'll be in tomorrow's rollback, all being well. So, thanks for watching everybody, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.